takes a village of helping hands. It takes a people who understand. We can make a difference across the nation with community renovation.
Making a difference.
Hey man, that's what it's all about.
Hi, this is Lauren Stallnicker with Community Renovation. This is the docu-series about a house that was donated, and our attempt to get everything donated to repair this house from the ground floor up, and then the surprise of what we do with the house when we get the house done. We're going to do something really, really unique and special with the house when we're finished to make a difference on an ongoing basis in the community and in the city. So, changing the infrastructure of our country one neighborhood at a time, and creating opportunity in inner city living is something that's kind of unique, and that's what this show is all about. So this docu-series is following the real life occurrences of the house as we renovated it, and we got the house down to its bare wood. So now we had to rip out all of the electricity and we had to rip out all of the plumbing, because we had 80-year-old lines in the electricity and we had galvanized pipe in the plumbing, and it really, really did need some help. Darley's Plumbing came to our rescue. They said, you know what, we're going to help you with this project, and we're going to go in there and do our thing and make it amazing for you. And I thought, wow, thank you so much, Darley's. They started working, and it was a lot of work. You could tell immediately there was going to be a lot to do. So this is what happened.
So you already got that thing undone, huh?
Yeah, I've got it cut. It's ready to drop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it all the way up through the ceiling. Good thing you got a lead boot up there, so I can take the lead boot and fold it back over to it so that way we don't have to worry about any water getting down. When we try to get
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
They put that in for us
Yep, that always helps.
when they did the roof.
All right, let's see, maybe if we can lean it this way, and then that way we can take two pieces of it out. It's pretty heavy. You got that one? Okay.
Wow, that really worked.
Yep, just gotta be real careful with it.
She just fell right out, didn't she? Mm-hmm. Man, you don't realize how much muscle those tools have to.
Yeah, the grinder works great on cast iron.
Man, that's a special grinder bit though for that cast iron, isn't it?
Yeah,
Look at there.
Diamond blade.
Got a little rust chips in there, but not too bad. I think we did a good job for dropping that safely.
Do you
I think what we'll do is we'll take and put a water hose down in that and make sure it's gonna
make sure it takes it?
before I start trying to leave it.
I would too.
So I had left the job site. I was going to get some materials, and I get a call from Darley's Plumbing, and it's not good. We've got a problem.
is Robert from Darley's. I got some unfortunate bad news. We've ran into a problem.
And so I asked, what is our problem?
Is that cast iron pipe that we tied onto underneath after I ran my inspection camera through it? We've got a bunch of rust chips and stuff in there. Then, to be honest with you, I don't think it's safe to be used anymore. I believe we're gonna have to open up a new can of worms and run a completely new system for you.
Well, as I had thought, the galvanized 80-year-old pipe had to be replaced. It couldn't be worked with. And this is where you find out if somebody is going to really help you or if the whole thing is going to come to a screeching halt as a result. And instead of the problem keeping us from being able to accomplish what we needed to do, Darley stepped up and they said, you know what, we're going to make this right. And they really, really did.
Well, basically, whenever we took our inspection camera and we ran it down there, what we did, we found an accumulation of rust chips, which are collect toilet paper. So rather than run the risk of, having further problems down the road, we just decided to run a new line out towards the back and then tie into where the existing sewer is out back. So that way we know that everything's ran now in PVC and it should drain properly.
So we bypassed the galvanized pipe going down into the ground and we put a boot on.
Yeah, basically that's what we did originally. But now since we're going the other route, what we're going to do is there's a two-way clean out on the back. We're going to tie on to the front side of it. So that way we know everything's PVC from basically the house out all the way into the road. So that way we know we don't have to worry about rust chip accumulation because we're dealing with plastic piping now rather than the old cast iron that was there previous.
So did you have issues as a kid wanting to play in the dirt?
Yeah, but I was an 80s baby, so we still had to go outside and play all day. And then once the street lights came on, that's whenever you go home.
Is tie it off. And then Scott. Scott, you don't mind if I have you on film, do you?
I'm not allowed to be on film because I'm on parole.
Oh.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Are you kidding? Are you serious?
I'm just messing with
You messing with me. What's your full name, Scott?
you. Scott Smith.
Scott Smith. That sounds like one of those parole names.
It's a fake name, ain't it? Like John Doe.
Yeah, right? You're funny. Man. There's our comedic relief for the show, huh?
There you go.
Man, those things make life a lot easier.
What, these cutters?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get a nice clean cut. This is what they had to go through. 3-inch roots to do a trench that would allow the PVC pipe to run into the septic.
Yeah, when you put this dirt down, keep your mouth closed. It likes to splatter.
Right? And is that the galvanized running into it?
Yeah, that's the cast iron right here that came out that we pretty much completely deleted.
You're cutting it off.
Yep, we're going to cut back here on this side of the pipe, so that way I can get you a new two-way clean out in there. You'll have the cap still just like normal, and it'll work out.
It's a dirty job.
Yep, somebody's got to do it.
That was the next statement I had. Somebody's got to do it, and it looks like you're on deck. But I think you're on deck every day, buddy.
This is just something where if anybody has to snake out the drain again, do these too much. Very light little coating on these.
Amazing how quick that sets up.
Oh yeah.
Back wall does the job of a bunch of tile.
Oh yeah, it saves you a lot. Yeah, just the little things, you know. It helps. Yeah, that's about.
We can definitely put a 2x4 there.
Yeah, that's. I mean.
Lock it, push it down and lock it and screw it.
Yeah. Let's try another one. No strip screws.
Well, we were down to the bare structure of the house, and the wiring in the house was old and frayed and terrible and was going to be a big problem if it wasn't replaced. And this is where Miller Electric came in. I call Miller Electric, it's off of him. Mike Oliver was so gracious to put me together with Mr. Ferguson, and Mr. Ferguson put a crew together to come out to the house and look at the house and put a plan together to put all new electrical wiring and boxes in the house. And Gex Pro got involved with them to put all LED fixtures and LED products in the house, so that not only would we have a house that had electric, when we were finished it would be working with things that would save a lot of money and be economical. So that was really cool.
Well, it's actually Mike Oliver. But yeah, he's the one that brought it to our attention, and myself and Rick Ferguson came out here and met with you for the first time, and it just started the ball rolling. And here we are.
What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
You think we're going to rebuild the infrastructure of our country one little house at a time?
One house at a time, that's right.
All right, this is the old one. We're gonna go with the new one. That's just an old box, old main box. It's time to update. We'll get it all new here shortly.
So there's not going to be a line in this house that's not new.
That's right. We're gonna gut the whole thing and put brand new.
Who drew up the plans?
Tyler did.
Yeah? Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Now that tells you where everything goes,
Oh yeah.
where the boxes go,
Yeah.
where the ceiling fans go,
Exactly.
and where all the lines are
Give
run
us a
to.
guideline.
There you go. That's what's up.
All right, Lawrence, good to see you.
All right, buddy, you have a great day.
Well, as you know, when plumbing is done to a certain level and electric is done to a certain level, then it's time for that to cease, because it can't go any further until other things are done to the house. The basic tub going in and the pipes being run, all of that was great, but now the next level of things needed to happen to the house. The HVAC system had to be done so that it had ducting going through the house. The ducting that was there had a huge air conditioner unit that was in the ceiling of the house. I mean, it was like, I don't know what anybody in their right mind thought was going to happen if they had a problem with that air conditioning, because it was in the ceiling. You had to rip out the whole roof of the house to do anything about this air conditioning. I don't know what anybody in their right mind thought was going to happen if they had a problem with that air conditioning, because it was in the ceiling. You had to rip out the whole roof of the house to do anything about this air conditioning. And man, did we ever have a godsend when Cool R Us came to our rescue. And what an internal story their company has.
So what are they doing right now?
Yeah, all existing ductwork and existing unit is coming down. It's going to be disconnected because it's old and dirty. And new location of the air handler will be in that closet on conditioned space, so the operation will be better than being in an attic. So no chance to have a water damage or it'll be a lot easier to service them too, maintain the comfort, all that good stuff. Easy to change the filter also.
These guys are just tearing up what used to be there. I can see myself getting this whole house finished, having to go up in there and just take the whole ceiling down and fix something. It's hot. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There's all the guts, huh?
That's it.
That's the real stuff right there. How you doing up there?
Real wood here.
Well, on this episode, episode 2, you had the opportunity to see all of the plumbing ripped out of the house and the new plumbing put in the house, all except for the fixtures. We did put in the tub, but the fixtures come later. We also saw the AC people come over and look at the blueprint and look at where everything was going to go. And then we had the opportunity to see the HVAC system from Cooler Us come over and rip out all of the old HVAC system and ducting. Next episode, everything starts happening big time and it starts to look like a house. So at the end of every episode, we do something very unique to our show. We do a song that relates to the community and relates to community service. So this is a very special song, one I wrote many, many years ago. It's called One Little Boy.
Somewhere there's a kid mother is punishing for something he did. It's all part of growing up. Somewhere there's a child and daddy doesn't know where she's been. Growing up wild, I've seen that enough. From a broken home or not, children are all we've got, and our future will rise or fall on them. Somewhere there's a baby crying in a hallway. Mama drank herself crazy, oh, escaping the pain. Somewhere there's a young man known as a runaway, doing the best he can. Tell me who's to blame for one little boy, one little boy, one little girl, one little girl could grow up to be what we need to change this world. Somewhere there's a young world, shadows are closing in. Could there be just one that we could touch? flicker of light, though dim, God give us the sight. Our future is dim. One little boy, one little girl, could grow up to be the one we need to change this world. We got to love every little boy, love every little girl. You will do what they will do to change this world. Don't let the example you set be filled with regrets, Lord, I pray. All the things said and done to our daughters and sons will come back to haunt us. Oh, bless us one day. One little boy, one little girl, could grow up to be the one we need to change this world. We got to love every little boy, love every little girl. You will do what they will do to change this world. Got to love every little boy, love every little girl. You will see they will be to change this world. Got to love every little boy, love every little girl. You will do what they will do to change this world. Love every little boy, love every little girl, love every little boy. They will change this world.
It takes a village of helping hands. It takes a people who understand. We can make a difference across the nation with community renovation.
Making a difference.
Hey man, that's what it's all about.